it's Madeline from Merchant GMAT. I received a question about this sentence correction problem, so I want to work through it and see if I can clear up any doubts that you guys might have on this question or other problems like it. So if you haven't seen this question before, first take a minute, pause the video, see if you can get the correct answer. Okay, so the correct answer here for this problem is C. How do we get to that correct answer? Well, let's look at the sentence. First discovered more than 30 years ago, Lina's Sunbird, a 4.5-inch animal found in the Philippines and that resembles a hummingbird. Okay, so the first thing that stands out to me here is I see this and. There's a parallelism marker, and I have two elements in a parallelism list. So I notice that. I continue reading through the sentence. So found in the Philippines and that resembles a hummingbird, has shimmering metallic colors on its head, a brilliant orange patch bordered with red tufts in the center of its breast, and a red eye. Great, so now looking back here, I want to be thinking about parallelism lists. So if you don't remember, you probably want to go back and review the theory here. But a quick review is we have two types of parallelism. We have parallelism in lists and parallelism with certain expressions. The key to parallelism is that all elements have to be written in the same grammatical form. So for example, we see in this sentence here, in just one day, he visited the museum and Wrigley Field and performed in a parade. So we see two things, a list. Number one, visited the museum, and number two, performed in a parade. For parallelism lists, we can have a list of verbs, as we see here, visited, performed, a list of nouns, or a list of adjectives. The important thing is they just have to be the same grammatical form. So we have to have verb, verb, adjective, adjective. If we have something like verb and then adjective, that would be wrong. So now going back to this question, what do we see here? We see found in the Philippines and that resembles a hummingbird. This is not parallel. Here we have this adjective found, and then we have that resembles. We have this that clause. No. This is not correct. We would have to say maybe that was found in the Philippines and that resembles a hummingbird. That could be parallel, but as it stands, not parallel, not correct. Now, let's look at B. Found in the Philippines and that resembling, well, we have the same issue here. We have found in the Philippines and then we have that resembling. No, this is introducing a that clause. It's not going to work here. Eliminate. Option C says found in the Philippines and resembling a hummingbird. This one you might skip past in the first read through because you might be thinking resembling, is that parallel to found? And that would be, a reasonable doubt to have. These ing words are sometimes nouns, sometimes verbs, sometimes adjectives. Makes our life kind of difficult. But in this case, found, we said before, is an adjective, and resembling is also an adjective. So this is perfectly parallel, perfectly correct. Let's look at D. That is found in the Philippines and it resembles. So we have that is found in the Philippines and it resembles. Well, this is not parallel. We have that on this side, we have it on this side. No. And option E. That is found in the Philippines resembling. Also not parallel. We have that is found in the Philippines and we have resembling. Well, the question I actually got about this problem is related to answer choice E. So let's spend another second looking at answer choice E. I'm going to clear this so that we can look at it a little bit more carefully. So we see this, the sentence says a 4.5-inch animal that is found in the Philippines, comma, resembling a hummingbird. Well, could this be correct? It says this part is talking about the animal, and then we have a comma, and then we're starting something else. So does it have to be parallel? Here we don't have the and, so no, it doesn't have to be parallel here. But is it correct? What we see here is we see a comma ing modifier. And if you don't remember the rule for a comma ing modifier, you should go back and review that now. The rule for a comma ing modifier is it has to refer to the entire previous clause, and it needs to tell us the how or result of that previous clause. We call that the how result test. So does resembling tell us the how result of this 4.5-inch animal found in the Philippines? No, it's not telling us how it was found. It's not telling us the result of it being found. And therefore, this ing modifier here is incorrect, and this option is incorrect. So you can see this is a great question. It has some tricky details, but if you're following the rules for parallelism, you can find the correct answer. It's answer choice C.